Hello and welcome to Scale Car Garage. Well, I just thought we'd take a little detour. You guys have really been helping me get some things off my workbench, which is just fantastic. Thank you so much. One of the things on my workbench that some people have noticed, which is really nice in the comments, it's cool, it's from the 1960s, and it's incredibly useful, unlike myself. It is, here, let me just move this. Wonderful box. It's a slot car box from the 1960s, the Hoffman slot car box from the 1960s. And I thought we'd just take a little walk down memory lane, if you will, and take a look at a piece of kit that, if you had it in the day, back in the 1960s, when, believe it or not, slot cars were the biggest hobby in North America. And if you were really, really involved in the hobby, you had one of these. But the story behind these things is very cool. So we'll touch on that, and we're also going to take a look at what it looks like inside and what makes this one really cool. And well, anyway, enough of me yakking right now. Let's take a look at the Hoffman slot car box on Scale Car Garage. In the 1960s, model car racing was a very popular hobby. How popular? Well, by 1965, there were over 5,000 model car racing venues in the United States. There were more places to race model cars than there were to go bowling. Everyone was involved in the hobby, from pop stars to Formula One drivers. And if you were a serious racer, you had to have something to organize and carry your cars and accessories to the track. Something that was sturdy, functional, and cool. The item that fit the bill was a slot car pit box made by a company called Hoffman. The Hoffman Company of California manufactured tackle boxes for sportsmen to go fishing. These were considered to be the best in the business at the time, as they used the finest marine quality plywood for a range of boxes that were very well designed and constructed. Models ranged from the number 4 to the top of the line number 1600. With the onset of the boom that was model car racing, Hoffman very quickly started to market their tackle boxes as slot car pit boxes, with great success. If you were serious about your racing, you came to the track with your Hoffman pit box. So here it is, the Hoffman box from the 1960s. This was carried by anyone who was a serious racer in the slot car world in the 1960s. So you saw that little bit of history about them that I put together, but what a neat box. Let's just take a look inside here. And you have these two clasps, you open it right up, and I do have some vintage cars that I put in here just to give you a feel of how big this is. The front opens up as well, and that opens up like so, and it has a drawer which actually comes all the way out if you want it to, and more space in here for slot car stuff. How do you know it's a real Hoffman box? Well, there is a stamp right here on the inside that says it's a Hoffman box. Isn't that cool? So again, oh, right, the stamp, and of course, the label. There's a label on top. Now this particular box, my wife bought this for me. She actually, I found it in a hobby store, and she was with me and thought it was like the coolest thing ever, to which I very quickly agreed. And she said, "Oh, you have to have it." And I said, "You're right, I have to have it." And I do. The really cool thing about this, though, are all the really neat vintage stickers. These are the real deal from the 60s. They're almost cooler than the box, but that's what makes the box cool, actually, the two of them together. Just all the really cool things that people stuck on their boxes to say, hey, I'm a slot car racer. And some of them were actual car stickers. You see, there's a Champion, Fram, Ford Mustang, very cool. And there were things that were just very much slot car related. Parma International Raceway, and this one is like one of my favorite stickers on the box, Car Model Magazine. Come on, we all have issues of Car Model Magazine, and perhaps more than we should. And if you look at the top, there's Champion, Hot Wheels stickers. There's really cool stuff on this box. Oh wait, let's take a look at this side. There is STP. Look at this, Champion Slot Racing. A real car sticker, Jardine headers, Dodge Fever, Shell, lubricants, Castrol. On the back, check this out. That GTO sticker, like, is that cool or what? Corvette, an SS396, Ford. We just got along with everybody. Chevy and Ford on the same box. Champion Slot Racing products. Very, very cool. Anyway, I just thought I'd take you on a quick tour of this this really cool piece of kit. Sorry about that. That was on the workbench. Hopefully it brings back some memories for you. Hey, maybe you even have one yourself. If you do, please let me know in the comments section. Love to hear about your stories about going to raceways and taking your Hoffman slot car box with you with all of your slot cars, whether they're 124th or 132nd. I really hope you enjoyed this because it is really kind of cool. Thanks again for letting me take you through a little bit of slot car history down memory lane. Thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe.